module. In this module, you will learn the methods of taking input from the user and producing output to the user. This module also explains various input and output operations associated with the files. At the end of this module, you will be able to define output operation, define input operation, and identify input and output operations related to file. The print function is used to display the output on the screen. This is a built-in function that takes different data types as input and outputs the same to the standard output device. Take a look at the code on the screen. The messenger string is enclosed in inverted commas, followed by a comma, whereas the variable name is placed without inverted commas. The SAP operator is used between the values. Once all values are printed, the end is printed. Take a look at the code on the screen. To format the output, as per your need, use the str.format method. The curly braces are used as placeholders to fit in the variables or strings. In the first print statement, 2 curly braces are used, indicating printing of 2 variables. As in the format parameter list, var1 is the first parameter and var2 is the second one. Therefore, value of var1 will be placed in the first curly braces and value of var2 will be placed in the next curly braces. The next print statement specifies the order in which the values must be printed. Now, let us see how to input values in a Python program. Python provides a function which enables you to ask a user to enter data and return a reference to the data in form of a string. This function is called input. The input function takes or reads one line from standard input or keyboard. It takes only one parameter, which is a string. You need to use a prompt statement to ask for the input values. The code on the screen shows how to calculate simple interest by using input and output functions. When this code is executed, the values of principal, rate and time are taken from the user through input function and stored in variables p, r and t, respectively. These values are converted from string to integer type by using int. And calculated result of simple interest is stored in the variable si. You can operate and work with files in Python using its basic functions and methods. File manipulation in Python can be performed using a file object. In Python, there is a built-in function to open a file, which is the open function. This function creates a file object that is used for calling other supported methods associated with it. You need to define the mode in which you want to open the file. You can open a file in read, write or append modes. The default mode is read. Once you are done with operations on the file, you need to close the file. This is done by the close method that flushes any unwritten information and closes the file object. Once the file is closed, no more writing can be done. If you want to write a string to a file, use the write function. If you want to read a string from a file, use the read method. The summary of the module on implementing input and output operations in Python has been put on the screen. I will pause for a few seconds to allow you to read it. In the next module, we will learn about logical and mathematical operations in Python. Thanks for watching Implementing Input and Output Operations module. Let us move ahead.